Buonasera, benvenuti, good evening, welcome to everybody. John will join us in a while. John ci sta per raggiungere. Faccio ora una piccola introduzione nel frattempo, sperando che tutto stia funzionando, che la diretta stia funzionando. Dunque, this evening I will mainly speak in English because this is the language that John is speaking, but I will also provide the translation here and there into Italian. Dunque stasera parleremo principalmente in inglese, perché questa è la lingua che parla John, però cercherò anche di dare qui e là la traduzione. So I will give an introduction now in Italian while John will join us, and then I will switch back into English. Anyway, the structure of the evening will be divided in 4 parts. In the 4 parts there will be an introduction, then John will tell us his story. In the 3rd part we will talk mainly about the campaign to support John go home, and finally we will let people write comments, and I will report the questions to John. Dunque la serata è divisa in 4 parti. Ci sarà una prima introduzione che adesso farò, poi lasceremo a John raccontare la sua storia. In una terza parte parleremo in particolare della campagna che stiamo lanciando insieme a John per aiutarlo a tornare a casa, ed infine lasceremo spazio anche per le domande, quindi se volete scrivere delle domande nei commenti poi io le riporterò a John. Dunque, brevemente, che cos'è Exodus? Immagino che la maggior parte di voi già conosca il progetto. Attraverso Exodus, che comincia nel settembre del 2018, pubblico in rete messaggi vocali o anche video che arrivano dai migranti in Libia via internet. Nell'estate 2018, attraverso un metodo basato sulla geolocalizzazione, riesco ad entrare in contatto con coloro che si mettono in collegamento internet dalla Libia, dal suolo libico. Con John mi sono conosciuto nell'ottobre 2018, quindi ormai ben più di 2 anni. Da allora ci siamo sempre tenuti in contatto, e in particolare nel novembre del 2018, il 12 novembre 2018, John ebbe la fortuna di parlare al telefono con il sindaco di Palermo, Leoluca Orlando, durante un incontro che si tenne alla chiesa dello Spasimo a Palermo. In quell'occasione il sindaco Orlando gli promise che qualora fosse riuscito a raggiungere la Sicilia, a raggiungere Palermo, sarebbe diventato un cittadino palermitano. Poco più di un mese fa John mi ha contattato dicendo che noi ovviamente in questi 2 anni ci siamo tenuti in contatto, e mi ha detto che alla fine, insomma, dopo tutti questi anni trascorsi in Libia, ha deciso di tornare a casa con la famiglia, e quindi stava cercando di raccogliere i soldi necessari per il ritorno. E quindi abbiamo pensato di chiedere aiuto, perché no, chissà, al sindaco Orlando, che però purtroppo, dobbiamo dire, ha deciso di non unirsi a questa campagna, e in particolare non ci ha risposto, e quindi ci troviamo qui a portare avanti questa campagna più o meno da soli. E quindi perché il motivo di questa serata? Perché il motivo di questo live streaming? Peraltro è la prima volta che come Exodus realizziamo un live streaming di questo tipo. Innanzitutto, come sempre cerchiamo di fare, è per dimostrare che i migranti in Libia sono in rete, quindi non dobbiamo aspettare come dire, che le notizie piovano dal cielo. Semplicemente possiamo metterci in contatto con loro e lasciare che siano loro a raccontare cosa succede, perché sono innanzitutto testimoni, ma sono anche protagonisti, quindi lasciare che ci dicano quali sono i loro obiettivi, quali sono le loro aspirazioni. Quando per esempio sentiamo dire che l'Europa non vuole che le navi dell'ONG siano in mare perché non vogliono testimoni. Beh, a me viene da dire che i testimoni ce li abbiamo già e stanno a terra, stanno in Libia, sono migliaia, centinaia di migliaia di ragazzi che usano i social e quindi non abbiamo bisogno, insomma, di aspettare che i ragazzi raggiungano le coste italiane per capire cosa succede in Libia, ce lo possiamo fare raccontare in diretta da loro. Però c'è anche un secondo motivo, che il secondo motivo è quello di appunto aiutare John a raccogliere questi soldi, ma dobbiamo prima inquadrare la storia di John. John, innanzitutto voglio dare dei numeri, partiamo da lì. È comunemente accettato di considerare che il 700.000 siano i migranti presenti sul suolo libico. Quest'anno 15.000 sono i migranti che dalla Libia hanno raggiunto via mare le coste italiane. Se facciamo un rapporto, questo significa 1 su 45, significa che gli altri 44 sono rimasti indietro, sono fuori dai radar e John è uno di questi 44. E le storie di questi 44, di quelli che sono fuori dai radar, sono spesso diverse da quelle che noi ci aspettiamo e quindi io penso che aiutare John oggi significa anche fare una scelta politica, di sforzarsi di andare al di là di quello che è il racconto corrente rispetto ai migranti che arrivano dall'Africa e cominciare a restituire la voce a loro. Ma vedo che John è collegato, quindi lo farei entrare. Hello bro, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Welcome, thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be with you.
Yes, so I started with an introduction in Italian, but now I will repeat it in English, so you joined us just in time.
Okay.
So just a few minutes, and I will be back to you. So as I was saying in a few words, the Exodus Escape from Libya project is a project through which I use to publish the voice messages and the video messages I receive from people through internet from the Libyan soil. The project has started in September 2018, and since summer 2018, thanks to a method based on geolocalization, I found a way to get in touch with the people who access to the internet from the Libyan soil. So why we are here tonight, why for the first time in the Exodus project we decided to organize a live streaming. Well, first of all, because we want to give one more proof that we don't need to wait the African migrants to reach the Italian coast to know what is happening in Libya, because we can directly speak with them through the internet, because most of them in Libya are connected to the internet as all the young people in the world, and so we can be in touch with them. But then in particularly why we are here supporting this campaign and supporting John. So we have a little bit, I want now to give a few numbers to understand the situation, to understand the problem. So it's generally accepted to consider that 700,000 are the migrants in Libya. This year, 15,000 of them reached Italy. It means 1 on 45. It means that 44 others remained behind. And unfortunately, tonight we are speaking with John, and once more, I thank him to be here with us, who is one of these 44. And these people are normally out of the radars of the European debate. And sometimes they have a story to tell us, which is not exactly the story we supposed to hear. So I would say the introduction is over, and I will come to you, bro, and I will ask you to tell us where your story started and when. I mean, you were at a certain point in your hometown in Nigeria, and you decided to leave to Libya to try to come to Europe. So how it happened and why you decided to leave? Hello?
I'm with you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Hello?
can go. Yeah, I hear you.
My network was blocking, so I just opened it now. Hello?
Yes, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, you can start, bro. I was asking where everything started from. I mean, you were in your own city in Nigeria, and how and why you decided to leave.
Everything to be sincere, and vividly I can remember it started off from Nigeria, when a lady that came back from Libya, maybe he's part of the network, he promised, he come with an idea that Libya is a, a shortcut to Europe, and it will take only few weeks to get to Europe if you pass through Libya. So he was there. To cut it short, she was able to convince us, and we embarked on the journey. We bargained on a particular price, and we were able to pay almost half of the amount bargained. And after that, on getting to Niger, half of the journey, he said we have to pay everything so for we can further the journey. And okay, we said, oh, we don't have everything to pay for now. So he took us straight to Libya, and after we get to Libya, he has to sell us to a mafians that they operate together, and that results to the extent that the former amount we paid is no longer valid, that we have to pay almost times two of the amount we bargained from Nigeria again to be free from that mafians. So
Bro, just a
uh,
second. When was it? When all these things happened?
it was in I think 2016, I think so, 2016.
I see. Please go on.
Yes. So, and we were there for months, and with torture and all that before we were able to pay the bill, the ransom, and we were free. And we started, because here at the initial time, here wasn't our destination. We started making inquiry to further the journey to Europe, and we were able to secure the requirement to further the journey. So we were
Bro,
able to further.
yeah, just a question. In the deal with this woman, how much do you have to pay to reach Europe? You were supposed to pay in
Yeah,
the deal.
we bargained it from Nigeria to Libya here. So after we get to Libya, we bargained for another price. Then it
But
was then
yeah,
it
the
was
best price.
then it was per person, for it was 500,000 naira, and that is equivalent to maybe 1,005 euro or so. 1,005 euro or 1,000 euro or so. So, and
1,500 euro.
yes.
Yeah, I
So,
see.
and when we get here, everything changed, and we paid up to 1,500 euro for each person for only getting to Libya when we get here, because the story changed. So, and after that, we try to secure another payment to further our journey to our destination, and
Bro,
we
just
paid.
one more question. Sorry. Did you leave because now, of course, you are in Tripoli, as we mentioned, and you are there with your wife and your son. Did you live
Yeah.
with your wife already from Nigeria?
Yeah,
You
we
left
started
together.
together.
I
Yeah,
see.
together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just a second, I will provide a short translation in Italian. Okay.
Okay, I'm with you.
Dunque, John dice che allora tutto è cominciato nel 2016 quando in Nigeria, nella sua città, è stato contattato da una donna nigeriana che tornava dalla Libia e che gli ha assicurato che attraverso i suoi contatti avrebbe potuto raggiungere l'Europa facilmente nel giro di poche settimane e per questo servizio avrebbe chiesto qualcosa intorno ai 1500 euro. Sulla base di questo accordo, John insieme alla moglie ha deciso di partire per la Libia, ovviamente però ha già cominciato a raccontare che una volta arrivato in Libia è stato arrestato una prima volta già nella città di Sabah e da lì hanno cominciato a chiedergli altri soldi come riscatto per la liberazione. Okay, bro, you can continue.
Okay, so when we get here and we were able to secure another payment for to book the balloon to continue our journey to Europe, and that was in that aspect. Then it was we say 2,000 dinars. Then 2,000 dinars just equivalent to less is equivalent to 1,000 euro. It's 1,000 euro if we 1,000 euro. So we started the journey again. So and we get to Zawiya, and the Zawiya we were the Mafians they attacked the camp where we were camped, and that was the end of the journey. So from there we started struggling again to find where to stay. We started struggling for shelter, and we started making contact for people we know so that they can help us out of the place, because some at that very point some were kidnapped, some were shot to death on that very day, because it was a very massive riot on that very day. Some was sold, some was kidnapped and taken to a place where they buy human and women and all that. So luckily for us,
Bro, sorry, when this happened?
that was in 2017, a year after.
I see. Sorry, bro, just a question. Do you have a Facebook open at your place? Because we have audio feedback. Can you close
Huh?
your Facebook?
My Facebook?
Yes.
Yeah, I can close it.
Yeah, please, because then they hear my voice 2 times, I think. Well, anyway. So this happened in 2017.
Yeah, the journey, the first journey to board a balloon happened in 2017. So, and after we escaped, we survived that attack, and we relocated to Tripoli. So we started life, and that was how we started. And we tried, the second time when they arrested my woman, I told you, I called you on the phone. So, and at the period, so before I called you, even me myself, I made the attempt, and I was kidnapped on the way. They collected everything from me, both my phones and the money I used to pay for the journey. They collected everything from me, and luckily they dumped us at Zuara. So from Zuara we were able to relocate back to Tripoli. So we have to start from.
So, bro, at that point, did you have already paid the smuggler?
Yes, we paid the Mafian. He sent the driver and asked us to handle the money over to the driver, That was like a setup. The driver took the money and dumped us somewhere.
I see. But
So
could you I mean, were you on the boat already, or yet on the beach?
ah.
I mean, were you on the boat already or yet on the beach?
No, on the boat, not on the boat. I was unable to get to the boat. On the road, you know, there we are in Tripoli here, and they sent a driver from the Zoara to come and pick us.
I understand. I understand.
So he took us to Musrat, somewhere called Musrat Agilet. He said we should give him the money to hold for security purpose, and he took our phone and all that. That was how he dropped us somewhere and tell us he's coming. That's how he escaped, and we could not locate him any longer. So from there, it was a very big stress for us. And by the intervention of God, and we were able to make our make our journey back home, and we started back again. You know, you see the life in here. So the situation is very unconstant. It's not very constant because when you are living, you try to make a change. You try to make a move. It may bring you back to square one to start again. You understand? So
Yeah. So this time, how much did you pay to the smuggler for the crossing?
to the smuggler, it was 500 euro. The second one, 500 euro, which is 1,000.
Yeah,
So
just a second.
1,005. Yeah.
Yeah, just a second, I will provide the translation in Italian. Dunque, lui dice che appunto dopo il primo rapimento in Libia ha dovuto pagare 1.000 euro, probabilmente per sé, e 1.000 euro anche per la moglie, per la liberazione. Da lì si sono trasferiti prima a Zawiya, dove sono subiti un attacco durante appunto il conflitto tra le milizie in Libia, e alcuni di loro sono stati in conseguenza rapiti e altri sono rimasti addirittura uccisi in questi scontri. Dopodiché si è trasferito a Tripoli, dove ha preso contatto con un trafficante, solo che poi sulla strada, dopo già aver pagato il trafficante, questa volta 500 euro per la traversata, è stato praticamente derubato dallo stesso trafficante e lasciato in mezzo alla strada. In qualche modo è riuscito insieme alla moglie a scappare e a ritornare a Tripoli. Chiaramente qui siamo arrivati fino al 2018. No, you can continue, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you. I can hear you very well.
Yeah. So we are around in 2018 at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, for example, I remember one time we were already in touch, and your wife and your son had been kidnapped, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how could you deal at that time? You were kidnapped on the road, right?
No, that very time they went because after I have tried so many times, I said, okay, I can no longer take the risk all along with everyone, so I have to let them go first. So they went, and on the very day they were supposed to embark on the journey on the sea, the police, I don't know, they say the police, they attacked the camp where they kept them. So they moved, they arrest all of them to a police station. That was how one happened.
I see. And so they were arrested in this case, let's say, by the police.
Yes.
Yeah, and this time you paid also, right?
Huh?
I mean, you paid a ransom to get them back.
You pay the ransom to get them back.
No. This according to them, then it wasn't. They were legal police, and they could not collect any ransom. They were, I think, United Nation police. So they wanted to deport them, but during that time, the deportation system was not working. So after sometimes they set them free.
I see. Okay, so
Mm.
I mean, can you tell us a little bit about
Can
your
you tell
daily
us a
life?
little
For
bit
example,
about
how
your daily life?
can you
For
manage to
example,
survive?
how can you manage to
What about
survive?
the place where you are
What
living?
about the place where you are living?
Uh, yeah. I've told you earlier, yeah, and before, and and here we work on every daily basis, and it was more or less like just like a gambling. You understand? You go out in the morning, and if luckily you are able to find a good man that will take you to work. He will work with him, and he pay you. Sometimes if you are unlucky, you will work, and no one will pay you. You understand? So if you're lucky enough, you work, they did not pay you, you can locate your back home. But sometimes you might even work for them, they did not pay you, and they will still get you apprehended just for no reason. So, and that is how we just like living by the grace of God. So sometimes when you are lucky, you work, and you get paid. So that's how we do it every day, on every daily basis. We work, we go out, we sit down on a place. It's called a market, labor market. Anyone that need a worker will come there and pick people. So it has been smoothly and easily going for some times, but of recent, during the pandemic and till now, it has never been easy. You understand? So now, even the citizens, everyone is complaining about financial difficulties. So no one is guaranteed. Now,
Yeah,
and even now, before the work you can do for about 300 euro, before now, if you find it, maybe you accept to do it for 50 euro, because there is no work, and even if you find it, you might even finish the work and no one pays you. So you work it, so far you have seen work to enable you get something for the day. You understand? So it has been struggle. It's of recent. It's a very big struggle, a difficult one. So
yeah. And you
that
told
is
me
how we
also
can
about.
cope in.
You told me also.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I'm with
told me
you.
also. Yeah, you told me also about the
You told
house
me
where
also
you are
about
living.
the house
You
where
took
you are
this
living. You took
room
this
from a Libyan
room
who
from a
hired
Libyan
you
who
the
hired you
house, right?
the house, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So more or less, you
Yeah. So
managed
more
to
or
pay
less,
this.
you managed to pay this.
Yeah, I tried. Yeah, the fact of the issue is that when you are being given a house, it's under must you work or you did not work. It's necessary, because if they come at the month end for them to collect their money and you are unable to pay, there is no law guiding you. There is no law protecting you. So if they want you to park that day, you must park without any excuse and without no one to defend you. So we tried. If the little time, if you're unable to complete it, you can call your people from the village. So from back home, they can help you send some money to complete your. That's how we to struggle to survive it here. You understand?
Yeah,
It's
bro,
very
just a
rough
second.
here.
Just a
I will
second.
provide the
I
translation
will
in
provide
Italian.
the translation.
Allora, John ci ha raccontato un
John ci ha
attimo
raccontato un
di
attimo di
quest'ultimo anno.
quest'ultimo anno.
purtroppo io sento un ritorno, scusatemi, vedo anche dei messaggi, credo che comunque il Facebook di John dovrebbe essere spento, perché altrimenti avremo anche il ritorno sulla sua voce. Please, John, just a second. Do you have are you using Facebook at this moment? Can you close it?
What?
Are you opening Facebook at this moment?
No, I'm not opening it. I'm with you.
Yeah, ok, purtroppo è così. Dunque, si parlava di quest'ultimo anno in cui dice lui ha potuto affittare una casa dove si trova ora con la moglie e il figlio, e tutti i giorni si reca in un posto, una sorta di loro, che si offre ai caporali libici, in proprio perché sia garanzia di essere pagato, perché posso scegliere poi alla fine di giornata di non pagare e nessuno di loro potrebbe fare, perché hanno le armi, tra l'altro. Quindi nel suo caso, che probabilmente è in questo momento forse uno dei più fortunati, perché comunque riesce a darsi perlomeno una stanza dove vivere, comunque anche c'è una situazione di schiavitù, perché raramente comunque viene pagato, e per fortuna finora un altro è riuscito a pagare l'affitto ogni mese, quindi riesce a stare in questa stanza. No, but you know that most migrants are not paying after the job is one of the ways Libyans use to exploit the migrants in Libya. The other way is torture for ransom. And if I'm not wrong, you passed also through this experience. How it happened. Hello?
I can hear you right. I can't hear you right now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you hear the question?
I'm hearing you right now.
You
Hello?
didn't hear the question.
I'm hearing you right now. Yeah.
No, I said that you told me you passed through the experience of the torture for ransom.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you tell us? Do you want to share with us a little bit of this experience?
As I told you, and it's common sometimes in this very place, because when you sometimes during the COVID-19 pandemic, when there was lockdown, there was a house, and I rented. I was living there. So on that very period, the landlady came for money, and there was like excuse, and the money is not complete. You know what she did that very day? She ordered us to pack away. On that very period when there was lockdown, no movement, nothing. She ordered and threw out everyone from that house. So that was how it is. You understand where I'm going? So that is how it is here. If a landlady, if someone, the house owner, come to your house and said you're going to pack today, you have nothing to do about it. No one to say anything about it. So it's necessary. So that's how it is here. You understand?
No, but I was saying about when you were being kidnapped, and when they used torture on you in order to extort money.
Yeah. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you very well right now.
Did you hear the question? No, I said about the
Come again,
experience.
please.
Yes, I mean the experience of torture
the experience of the torture.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you feel to share with us the experience of torture you passed
To
through?
share with us the experience of torture you passed through.
Yeah. And I've told you all before, but if you want me to share again, no problem. The very second time I was apprehended in it was in Brakshat, on my way from Sabah to Brakshat. I was kidnapped by some group, some mafians. They were putting on military uniform. They kidnapped me and locked me up in a prison. In their prison, there were a lot of people. So you know what they did? They plug electricity. They plug wire to an electric, and they tied it to either one of your finger or one of your foot, and they will pour the person water and plug the person to the electric. So that's what they do. They plug the person to electric and start pouring you water so that the electric will shock, will kill. It definitely can kill the person there.
Yeah.
So they do
So
it. After doing it, the more they do it, they give you phone, call your people. If you don't, some are very unfortunate. They die there and they will be thrown to the desert. No one speak for them. No one will say anything about it. So as you know the story. So a lot of people are dead here, and their people are still expecting to hear from them. So that's how it has been.
yeah.
You
Bro,
understand?
this time, how much money did you pay for the
Did you
ransom?
pay for the ransom?
For the ransom, they demanded these people, they demand for a very big amount of money. At the very first time when they caught you, they will ask you for maybe 15,000 euro, which is up to 7,005, 15,000 dinars, which is up to 7,005 euros. So if you have the money and your people are very desperate to set you free from there, you will pay that big amount of money. But when you don't have someone to pay, after they torture you up to maybe like 1 week, and they don't want the person to die there, they will reduce the ransom. So if the people, they are still unable to pay the ransom, they will keep beating the person, keep torturing the person, keep doing more wicked things, so that the person will be very desperate for his people to come and bail him. So after that, if sometimes before you pass through all these things, the person might fall sick, and from there he might die. And sometimes, if he, in my own case, I have God gave me the grace. I was able to survive it. So I was able to pay a very little amount of money, which is it was 500 euro. I was able to pay.
I see.
Yeah,
How
because
long have
How
you
long have you
spent?
spent this?
I spent 2 weeks there, 2 weeks.
Ok, just a second, I
Just a
will
second,
translate
I
in
will
Italian.
translate.
Dunque, ci ha raccontato dell'episodio di quando è stato sotto tortura, sotto persecuzione, e ci ha raccontato che è stato rapito dopo all'inizio, mesi che era in Libia, sulla strada da Saba verso Tripoli. Erano dei mafiosi appartenenti alla mafia, dei banditi, delle milizie, vestivano uniformi militari e sono state rapite, sono state sottoposte a tortura, a scopo di estorsione. Don't just a second, because it's noisy. The jacket is noisy. Be careful.
What?
No, it's okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
E quindi ha parlato del fatto che le persone venivano sottoposte a tortura attraverso l'elettrificazione, cioè venivano unite a delle mani e dei piedi, e venivano bagnate, e veniva fatta della corrente. All'inizio avevano chiesto 7.500 euro per il riscatto, e poi alla fine pian piano si è abbassato perché la sua famiglia non era più in grado di mandare altri soldi, alla fine se l'è cavata con il riscatto di 500 euro, dopo 2 settimane è stato liberato. So bro, I would like to ask you now why you want to go home, and well, I mean, and the reason why you need this money, this support. Well, at this point, I guess it's quite clear after you had to spend all this money to cover the rent and to free yourself and your family all the time in India.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you hear the question?
Yeah, I can hear you. Come again, please.
Yes. So if you can tell us why now you decided to go home.
Hello.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right.
So I said, if you can tell us
Can you
why
hear
now.
me?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Can you tell us why you decided to go home now?
Yeah, as I have said before, I want to go home because cannot longer I can no longer embark on the risk at the Mediterranean Sea, and I want to go so I can start up life again. So I can start up life again. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
So go back and have some health rehabilitation, and also as earlier also join the fight against human trafficking and all that. You understand?
Yeah. So
Can you hear me very well?
yes, I hear you. Now I will provide the translation into Italian, and I will ask those who are commenting the live stream if anyone wants to make a can write in the comments. Dunque, lui ci ha detto che vuole tornare anche di correndo questi rischi, non ha intenzione di rischiare ulteriormente la vita attraversando il Mediterraneo, ma non è facile tornare in Libia, in particolare dopo tutti questi anni ho dovuto spostare migliaia di euro per pagare i vari riscatti, ogni volta che è stato rapito. Quindi sostanzialmente per tornare in Nigeria, per conquistare una città è necessario per lui restituire questi debiti che nel frattempo ha raccolto in questi anni, dagli iniziali 1.500 euro che dovevano essere per settimane, diventati tra i 4 e 5 mila euro ormai, e dopo ormai 4 anni Bro, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Yeah. So, bro, if you will be able to collect this money, how do you think it will be possible for you to go back to Nigeria? I mean, completely.
What?
I mean, how it
Please
will be
come
possible?
again.
How it will be possible for you to go back to Nigeria?
Of recent days, the free flight is not working, but I will buy a ticket. I'll buy a ticket as soon as possible as I am able to collect all the uh, donations, so I can buy a ticket and go back home as soon as possible. I have nothing to waste time for here. You understand?
Yeah.
Here is
So
no
do,
longer conducive.
yeah, you have all the papers, all the documents, passports to get on the flight, on a regular flight.
No, no, no. I will go for TC. I will go for embassy and the book, and they will go for apply for TC, and maybe it will take up to few days, and it will be available within few days, and I will buy a ticket. That is just all. Not passport or any document. The embassy will be the one to issue the passport, the document.
Yeah, and do you think you will have to pay something for these documents, or the Nigerian embassy also will ask money, or
The
they will?
document, no, no, they don't collect money for the documents. I think so. So it's just for you to pay for flight and all that. That is just all.
I see, I see. Dunque lui sta dicendo che in questo momento i voli gratuiti messi a disposizione dall'OIM, l'Organizzazione Internazionale per le Migrazioni, non stanno funzionando. Aggiungiamo noi che negli ultimi anni 50.000 migranti sono stati tornati a casa attraverso i voli gratuiti e volontari dell'OIM, ma come possiamo vedere, per esempio, nel caso di John, sono molte più le richieste di coloro che lavorano per tornare a casa dalla Libia e non riescono. Quindi lui diceva i voli gratuiti non sono a disposizione in questo momento, quindi la sua idea è quella di comprare un regolare biglietto, anche perché se in questo momento non hai dire un normale volo, però lui confida nel fatto che l'ambasciata nigeriana sia in grado di rilasciargli questi documenti. Nel frattempo voglio ricordare, se ci fossero delle domande, scrivere nei commenti, volentieri le dirò a John. So, bro, while we wait for some questions from the audience, I mean, how is your family? How is your son?
They've gone to sleep.
They went to sleep. Yes, because what time is it in Libya right now?
It's 10:48.
Yeah, 10:48 is quite late, in fact.
Mm.
Yeah. So, yeah. Waiting for some question in case from those who are following. Of course, as I mentioned at the beginning, this is the first time that the Exodus Escape from Libya project is organized a live streaming with someone from Libyan soil. Who knows, perhaps this is the first time ever that someone organizes a public open debate, a discussion between somebody in Europe, in Italy, and somebody in India. So we are not so many, the rest
Okay.
will be more, but I'm thinking we are doing a little thing, but which is in a way historical at the same time. And I hope it can serve as a proof of the fact that we don't need to wait people dying in the sea to understand what is happening in Libya, but
Yeah.
we should do more as the people like you are telling me, people in Libya demand evacuation. That means get out from Libya, either to go to Europe or to go back to their own country.
Live their whole country. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, bro, how is the situation in Tripoli nowadays? And since a while now, we don't have a real war on the ground, right?
Yeah.
How is the situation in Tripoli? There is not a real war the last time, right?
No. No. There is peace now for as it is for the moment.
Yeah, at least a ceasefire, let's say.
Yes.
Yeah. Dunque, stavo dicendo prima che appunto, aspettando nel caso che ci fosse qualche domanda da parte di chi sta ascoltando, non siamo moltissimi da quel che vedo, è la prima live streaming che organizzo per questo Exodus, ma penso comunque che la cosa sia probabilmente storica, perché abbiamo notizie che sono stati organizzati dei dibattiti online pubblici tra qualcuno in Europa, in particolare in Italia, e la Libia, quindi chissà se questo potrebbe essere un'ulteriore prova per far capire che ormai si può aprire un contatto con la Libia e quindi capire non soltanto che cos'è la Libia, ma in particolare come i migranti in Libia decidono di far fronte a questa situazione. Quindi, come abbiamo raccontato, o meglio, raccontare a molti migranti a Exodus, abbiamo una forte popolazione di persone in Libia che ormai sono arrivate in Libia diversi anni fa, facevano parte di un'ondata che è rimasta bloccata in qualche modo, incapace di andare avanti e di tornare indietro. So, bro, in a way, we are here also to support your campaign that you launched by yourself more than a month ago now, and after you contacted me to get help in a way, and so that's why we are organizing this live streaming.
Okay.
So, of course, the video will be available in the next on the internet, and so probably more and more people will come and watch, and hopefully we will be able in a few weeks to complete the money you are asking to cover the debts, the expenses, to pay all the ransoms needed, to pay in order to and this thing will allow you to go back to your family, go back soon to Nigeria. And as you said, I think one important thing, like you said, that when you in Nigeria you want to join the struggle against human trafficking, because
Yes, of course. That should be one. That should be number one project. That should be number one assignment, especially because it's worth fighting for.
Yeah, unfortunately, your story is very similar to most of the stories, especially of the migrants coming from West Africa. So, in a way, the deception at the beginning made by your own fellow citizens. And this deception brought you to Libya. Once in Libya, you were abandoned to the mafia, to whatever hellish is in.
Yes.
Exactly. So, bro, I think we can say Bye for now, and I really appreciate you being with us tonight. And this is the first time we do live streaming. Technically, more or less,
Thank
we
you.
managed it, and I hope in the next days more and more people will watch the video, our presentation, and will understand the importance of supporting your campaign. So now I will
Thank
provide
you.
the translation in Italian, and then I will let you say the last words, ok?
Okay.
Ok, dunque siamo giunti
Uh,
praticamente alla conclusione. Se non ci sono nel frattempo domande, spero che nei prossimi giorni sempre più persone guarderanno questo video, che in qualche modo è la prima volta che ci siamo in contatto video in diretta, in video pubblico con un migrante da Tripoli. Speriamo che quanto abbiamo raccontato questa sera possa aiutare a John a completare i fogli che gli danno la possibilità di ritornare a casa. Lui a sua volta ha ricordato che una delle cose che farà senz'altro una volta tornato a casa sarà quella di unirsi alla lotta contro la tratta degli esseri.
can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
C'è stato un problema, credo, con la mia connessione internet, quindi ho perso John in questo momento. Cerco di ricontattarlo. I lost the connection to the internet, and therefore now I lost also John. So I will try to ask him to join us at least for the last words. I hope you are able to see me. Spero che voi mi possiate vedere. Scrivo velocemente un messaggio a John chiedendogli di unirsi di nuovo. Allora, nel frattempo lo aspettiamo. Se John dovesse ricollegarsi, facciamo gli ultimi saluti, altrimenti vi ringrazio per la pazienza, per essere stati qui, per averci seguito, per essere stati parte di questa prima prova di live in diretta dalla Libia con i migranti in Libia, e vi chiederei anche di uno sforzo supplementare in questi giorni per condividere la campagna di John, e per quindi dare la possibilità a lui e alla sua famiglia di coprire questi debiti, che poi per molte persone che stanno in Libia sono uno dei principali motivi e ostacoli al ritorno, cioè il fatto che seppur vivi per miracolo si trovano in Libia ormai come dire, carichi di debiti. Le loro famiglie d'origine nei loro paesi sono carichi di debiti, e questo è uno dei motivi che li spinge ad andare sempre più avanti nel disperato tentativo di recuperare questi soldi, quando invece una volta recuperati questi soldi, molti di loro, probabilmente la quasi totalità di loro ritornerebbe a casa, perché non ha fatto assolutamente l'esperienza che pensava di fare. Come abbiamo capito bene dal racconto di John, all'inizio come dire, la scelta di John di lasciare la Nigeria non è stata motivata da un bisogno da un'estrema necessità, quanto piuttosto da un'offerta giudicata vantaggiosa da John, ma che poi non si è rivelata tale. Quindi io vi saluterò John, da parte vostra, e vi ringrazio, rimaniamo in contatto e a presto. So thank you for being with us. I hope and ask you to share even more the campaign Save Migrant John, to help John go back home. And so I will say hello and bye to John on your behalf. And thank you for being with us, and stay in touch. See you next time. Have a good night, good evening. See you. Ciao.